Angel Reese is coming back to basketball soon. She just said it. I'm not making this up. She said it. Look, let's look at it. So here is the tweet that has everybody buzzing real quick. It just happened. She just put it out. And I was sitting on my computer to do something totally different. And I seen this, like, let's talk about this. So this user says, I miss Angel Reese hoops. Watching highlights like, and I believe that's a crying emoji. So basically sad watching highlights because said person misses Angel Reese hoops. And she has the nerve to say soon. And now we're all wondering, how soon are we talking? Are we talking soon, like soon and very soon? Like they say in church, the Lord is coming soon? That could be whenever. Are we talking about soon, like my waffles will be done in the toaster soon? Like, how soon are you coming back? We just want to know. So last year was cut short due to a back injury that Angel Reese was dealing with. And it started right after All-Star Weekend. We started to notice she was doing her pregame regimen in a back brace. And some of us was like, well, what's going on? At first, I was like, oh, maybe it's one of those just heating pad type of braces. But clearly something was going on, and that cut her season short. I think she missed the last 7 games, I want to say. Something around those lines. She missed a major chunk of change with that injury, which left a lot of us wanting to see her play. We didn't get that final game. We knew it was the last game. We didn't get that moment. And so a lot of us is waiting to see her play again. And then the Unrivaled rosters came out, and she was not on the list of players playing this year in Unrivaled. On top of that, was it her podcast? It was when she was live with Amazon. A fan said, I miss watching you hoop, something along those lines. And she said, basically like she needed a break. I gave you guys a lot of me hooping and I need a little bit of a break. Something along those lines. She wanted to rest and things like that. And so we kind of got to that point where she's not an Unrivaled. She's speaking about her wanting to not play and rest. So I think we all came to the mindset that we're not getting any Barbie hoops. But now she threw it out there. And so now we're all speculating. Is she going to be playing sometime soon? But what are the options? There's not many options. The only options is Unrivaled and AU, Athletes Unlimited. And Unrivaled doesn't start till, what is that, January? Arrival doesn't start till after the new year, and Athletes Unlimited, well, let's look that up and see when they start. I forget when Athletes Unlimited starts. So here is the AU basketball website. So let's see tickets on sale, single game tickets. When does it start? So we know. Okay, let's go schedule. Hello. So we know. So it is in Nashville, and it looks like the draft is on the. No. That is the last day of January. So that league doesn't start till the 4th of February. So if she's playing in Unrivaled or AU, it's still going to be a little bit of time before we see her hit the court. Chat, let's try to hit 2,500 subscribers as soon as possible. So if you're not following, hit the like button. It's your boy. Unrivaled starts around the New Year's. I think training camp is right before or after New Year's, right around the New Year. And it looks like AU starts at the end of January. So we got some time. And if we think she's really going to be playing soon, we'll get an announcement. And it's funny because I just didn't see, as much as she wants her break and she deserves that break and that time away from the game to live life or train or whatever it is that she needs that off time for, she's allowed to it. A lot of people get a lot of off time. So she's allowed to that off time, but I just can't see these ladies taking so much time off. Even I wonder about it with Asia. I know that's just her regimen. She takes that big break off, and I always wondered about it. Like, does she get that itch, that hunger to come back? Like, how can you just not play? And I wonder the same thing about Angel. Like, that's what she knows, man. If you've been following Angel, she's just been hooping since I've been following her, which was 2018. I got a picture of it if you don't believe me. I started following her in 2018 and just been hoops. Or she was injured, like when she got injured in Maryland and she got injured during Unrivaled. And At the end of this season, if she's not injured, man, she's looking to hoop. Like Angel, forget the narratives. Angel loves ball. And she's always said that. She's always been about that. Ball is still first. So for her to just say, I'm going to take a whole offseason off, and we know the W offseason is long. What is it, 9 months, something like that? I just can't see her not playing for 9 months. Plus, with the CBA long time, and there may not be a season. It sounds like they're on two different ends of the scale, and we don't know if they're ever going to come to a middle point because the ladies are wanting to be paid what they're worth, and the business side is looking at it as a business, and we want to cut corners and keep as much money for the business as we can. So they're at a standstill, it sounds like. So what if we don't get a 2026 season, and if we don't get her to play in Unrivaled, we don't get her to play in AU, we don't get her to play with Team U, whatever. It could be a very long time before we see some of these women ball out. Who's not playing right now? Sabrina's not playing. Angel, Asia, Cece. I'm trying to think. Is there any more top players? That might be the few top players that are not playing right now. Yeah, so imagine not seeing, with just those names, 3 of them are the biggest names in the league. Asia, Angel, and Cece. And we're not going to see them play for close to 9 months? That is a long, long time. And I wonder, does the women's basketball kind of lose the buzz without them touching the court? You know what I mean? Like Unrivaled, I don't care what anybody say, Angel playing Unrivaled held down women's basketball for a long time. Everybody was talking about it. People were posting highlights of it like it was regular season. Like Unrivaled, Angel Reese playing in there held us women's basketball fans down. Now I know college is going and it is in full gear already. It's been 2 weeks and we're seeing upsets and we're seeing career nights. We're seeing Hannah getting 16 steals in the next game, stinking it up. Like the women's college basketball is giving us some good stuff, but it's at the point where we're getting blowouts. Teams aren't playing good teams yet. So even for me, honestly, it gets hard watching past halftime right now with the women's college basketball. Just to be totally honest, like I really have to be a fan of that team for me to really stick around and be dialed in, because by halftime it's a 25, 30-point game, and next thing you know, it's a 40-point game, and we're like, all right, well, I'm going to start scrolling on my phone because my attention span is gone. You lost me. So, but that's going to hold us down. The college game is great. And when we get to March, then it's just out of here great. And I wish they could do something about that. Like something about the scheduling, forcing teams to play if you're a top 30 team, forcing you to play once a week, another top 30 team. I wish something like that would be in place so we can get a dynamic game every week for every team. But I digress. The big story now is that tweet. Like I said, the response to the tweet, people are going crazy. Like, how soon we talking? You said soon. Let us know, because we are waiting. We having fun buying up all the shoes, but we still but we still would love to see you hoop. So that's all I got, man. She gave us a little breadcrumb, and now I'm not going to be able to sleep for the next 3 days. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.